Welcome back to Let's Play Demon Souls. This is QuadKiter, and here we have an NPC that sells...
You're an ordinary human, aren't
let's go
you?
through the dialogue.
Where do you call home? Dear me, I shouldn't pry. I've had better days. I was once the wife
Blah blah
of
blah.
royalty.
She's addicted to souls herself, so she'll mention that once you buy from her. She has the cheapest fresh spice in the game too. So I'll throw her 1,000. She also sells shards of moonlight stone, and what those are for the magic weapons you can craft that scale slightly better than the crescent weapons. They don't provide any mana regeneration, but they do yield higher damage. I think maybe at higher levels the damage evens out, but if I'm making a magic build, I'll usually go maybe with a copy of both, since there are better ways. At higher levels, the mana regeneration isn't as significant because you can just use pots. It's a Ring of Avarice, another 50,000 soul
Thank
ring.
you. Now I can stay here for a little while longer.
All right. Yeah, she just laments and sings, I guess. Trapped forever inside of the Tower of Latria. Oh, I was just waiting for these guys to run up. I think I forgot to double back and open up a jail cell with one of the key sets I got. But I believe the only thing in there are a set of claws, a weapons type, and maybe a secret dagger, which is a dagger specifically made for critical hitting. And then some of the guys here will... Some of these Iron Maidens will be guys that poison you. I like how they kind of have that chilling, eerie echo as you open the Iron Maidens, for the sake of making it... Getting some frame rate lag again here. I don't know why. There we go. A lot of times I'll point downwards as well to reduce the number of polygons the PS3 is rendering at a time. I know a lot of developers, they try to push the envelope by having a higher quality game, but in some instances, if there's too many renders the game is keeping track of, it can bog down your gameplay. And over here, there's a bright light, and attached to that bright light is an NPC.
Oh, human are you? I am Freck. I have been trapped here for ages. Perhaps you could help me get out of here. I am a sage, and I can lend you my power in return. Oh, take heed of those octopus-headed guards.
Alright, I will. It's good advice. If you keep running down here, there's a drop-off that I'm pretty sure is fatal. Right here. So beware of that. Always take your time in this level in particular, unless you know exactly where you're going. And then to advance here, there's side stairwells between the stairwells. So I overlooked those the first couple times I did this level. I would forget that I had to cut down one of the side avenues. And then here's another set of keys. Lots and lots and lots of keys inside the jail level. Who would have thunk it? And you continue on to the fog gate. I think this is the only fog gate inside of this level. This item right here is a crossbow. I'm not even going to pick it up. We'll double check some of these cells. I just looked to see if there's a bead of light in there. And if there is, just open it to get the item. Oh wow, I didn't even see the Cthulhu guy here. Man. I was getting, my sword was clipping on the railing here. I wasn't hitting him. I tried to do a roll attack. I got him once, but then, I was able to get him.
Please, help me.
Uh-oh, who's that? Another NPC. Oh, this guy's a ghost.
Well, you are a sane one, aren't you? My name is Ridiel. Please, liberate me from this cell. I have precious little time. I must retrieve an article from my corpse.
So, to free him, you actually need White World Tendency in another level, in the 3-2 level. And then when you get White World Tendency and come back and free him, this rubble will also be removed, and you can get a few items along that corridor. And then, if you free him, another section here will open up, and there's a few more items you can get. He's one of the few NPCs in the game in which when you kill him, he doesn't give you any items. So it's best just to leave him alive unless you've already gotten the items in that other corridor. But even then, there are other ways to lower your character's tendency or lower the world tendency for farming. Because actually, the darker the world tendency, the easier it is to get the rare ores from the geckos. So if I'm going to farm some stones, I'll make sure to lower the world tendency first, just to increase the drop, the likelihood of getting a rare drop. That's the trick to get the blade stone in the Shrine of Storms, World 4. Make sure.
Please, help me.
So that voice, it was that NPC we just talked to, Lord Riddell. There are dark versions of NPCs too that appear at perfect Black World tendency, and he's one of them. Now this is a full set of fluted armor, which is the knight armor. I'm not gonna pick that up just because I already have that dark silver armor set on me. If I ever wanted to use it for some reason, I would just come back and get it from here, because I forgot to unload the dark silver armor anyway. I might use it later on. We'll see once I have some extra points to spend in endurance. But right now, I did the computations for the armor class benefit, and it didn't stack up. All right, so right here there's a new enemy. It's a very dangerous enemy. It's like a huge ball of arms flailing around weapons. He actually will creep towards you. But if you get far enough away, he has a ranged attack too. I guess it's a he. There we go. You just have to be careful not to get. You can get stun locked in its melee attack animation. I think what I'll do here is I might be able just to attack through it. I'll cast my regeneration so we're not here all day. Oh, maybe not. Look at that. Very, very nasty. Usually, the easiest way to take him out is to use magic. But obviously, I don't have any magic on this character. But with that amount of hit points, that really posed minimal risk. And then over there is a silver gecko. And in this world, it drops the moonlight stone that was on the NPC. The only thing about this gecko that's a little dangerous, usually you want to take him out with a ranged magical attack, is that when he runs, he'll actually run towards a gap, and that gap will kill you. Trust me, I know from experience. But that's why this game is fun. You know, you need to have things like that, especially if you're dying and you lose all your souls. You have to go back through the entire level. It really forces you to take your time and not put yourself into situations that you're unfamiliar with, because that's the easiest way to wind up dead. A couple of items around here. And then over here, you can see the gap that the gecko runs towards. Very big gap. This will lead outside, and there's a little bit more shards of moonlight, and you can get 2 items. Excuse me. One of them is an S-Talk, which you can. It's like a rapier style weapon. It can be good. I saw a video of someone using it with the quality modifier from Clearstone, and they were able to enchant it with Curse and do a decent amount of damage as an alternate attack pattern for a dexterity hybrid build. The rapier style weapons do that pointed attack, and there's actually a mercury rapier. If you can drop down and walk along the outside and get it right here, but totally worthless for me, so I'm just gonna go back inside. It's a dead end out there anyway. And then we're gonna run back to just past where the gecko was. And an event occurs. Alright, that didn't look too good. So what will happen here is, looks like some sort of huge war machine just opened up. And you can already see there's a pile of corpses here, shooting volleys of arrows down this choke point. So what you have to do is, I don't believe the arrows can hit you, but you want to get that key, and then go ahead and tuck tail and run, because that will open up another gate prior in the level. And if you try to get past that machine there, I've never even tried. I mean, theoretically, maybe you could roll under it. There's no real reason to, because there's a way to bypass it and then shut it off without putting yourself in danger. So if you go back to the entrance of that floor, go up a stairwell, go up another stairwell, you can get to these gates, which you passed prior, and continue on with the level. A couple of items to get on the sides here, and then some Cthulhu enemies. These guys drop a lot of the magic regeneration potions, so usually the supply I get from them lasts me for quite a while. Oh, let's see if I can roll out of it here. Nope, not quite. But you can see it, if he gets you back to back and you're in body form, that can be quite devastating. If I didn't have such high vitality, I probably would be a lot more careful around those guys. But once again, the Faith build really is one of the safest builds you can choose in this game, just because of the survivability it provides. Oh, and I am way over my time, so we're gonna have to cut this off right here. See ya.